Hello Pisces, my name is Agatha and this is the tarot reading for the month of October 2016. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I'm going to use the Nicoletta Cecoli Tarot, which is a wonderful, beautiful deck. And let's see, Pisces, how will October be for you? The card jumped out, so I'm going to use it. See, October for Pisces 2016. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. How many? There's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 major arcana cards and 10 cards. So maybe for some it will be a transformative month. For some, not for all. There's how many 5s? 1 5, 2 5s. There's 2 5s. And there's 2 queens. This is interesting. Okay. 5s have to do with, again, sudden transformation. In the position of the significator or the general theme, which is the card which jumped out, you have the 5 of Wands. There's some sort of conflict. A snake in the grass. There's some sort of conflict with someone which maybe in the past you managed, Pisces, to you managed to not have a conflict with this person. You managed to deflect this conflict, but no longer you can ignore the fact that this person is a snake in the grass and he or she doesn't have good intentions towards you, and there's some sort of conflict which might for some natives from the sign of Pisces might be like the general theme for the month of October 2016. In the position of that which is yet not seen, Pisces, you have the Hanged Man. So you don't see yet that you have to sacrifice something in order for this conflict to end. You might not yet see that this will not be entirely resolved during the month of October 2016. This will be put on hold. There will be like some sort of suspension, some period of time where things will not advance. Also, the root for the month, or the basis for the month of October 2016, Pisces, you have another major arcana card, which is the World. So I think this is like a most definite end. This is a completion of a cycle, maybe done with some sort of sacrifice. But even though it appears that things are put on hold, at the same time it talks about a completion, an end. Even though it feels like things will not be resolved, they will be like in the most part resolved or ending, or this conflict would end during the month of October 2016. But it might end with some sort of sacrifice done from you. You might have to sacrifice something in order for this to be resolved and complete. In the position of the past influencing the future, you have the High Priestess. So some sort of secret in the past, maybe, which will come out maybe now in October 2016, Pisces. Something which you didn't see. There was a snake in the grass, which was more or less kept hidden in the past, but now it's out in the open. So maybe, liking it or not, you have to face this thing, this conflict, this energy of conflict, which you try to deflect in the past, kind of try to ignore in the past. Also, your intuition was telling you something in the past. Maybe you were ignoring it in the past. In the position of what's on your mind and what you want, you have the Three of Pentacles. So you want maybe to have a conversation. You want, Pisces, the opinions of others, but competent opinions of others. You want to like discuss this subject, have a dialogue with others about this subject, about this conflict, maybe in a serene way, without conflict, without aggression. You want to try to figure it out why this is happening with the help of the opinions of others. This could be read in a different way. If there's some sort of gossip, if this conflict is hindering your reputation, you want the gossip and the bad mouthing or whatever to end. You want that to end. And you want like whatever conversations that's flying around to do with this subject, with this conflict, with this theme, to be more rational and to be based on facts also. Facts are important. In the position of the near future, you have the Queen of Wands. So maybe this conflict is with someone from a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Suddenly I thought mother-in-law, I don't know why. Could be someone could be a man or a woman, because this is a general reading, in his or her late 30s or after the age of 40. Someone, you see how the mother is holding the baby. This conflict might have to do with children, or you might have to do with your husband or your wife. It's like the mother refuses to let go of the child, like he's my child, he's my baby, or she's my baby. So it's like this, trying to control your kid, trying to control your kid, or trying to control your husband or your wife. Maybe this is the mother-in-law and she keeps showing up with food, maybe you had boundaries connected with your child, like he's not allowed or she's not allowed to eat sweets, and you have the right to demand that. You have the right to say you will not eat sweets. It won't last, of course. It will last for a while, because the child grows up, and then your kid will find a way of eating sweets, even in school, even if the other kids give him or her sweets. But you have the right to say no sweets. You have that right. But then your mother-in-law shows up, or even your mother shows up, and she's like breaking all the rules, and she gives sweets to your kids. Or you cook in a certain way. Doesn't matter, but your mother-in-law shows up and with the food all ready, and kind of shaming you for not being a good cook, and she keeps inserting herself. I'm thinking mother-in-law could be father-in-law, but she keeps inserting herself in your married life with your spouse, and she keeps bringing all his favorite food because she has an ability to let go. So that's the source of the conflict, I would say. Maybe, I'm thinking that. In the position of the card which represents you or symbolizes you, Pisces, you have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is like something, a battle, an empty victory. You win something, but you lose something. But to me, I'm thinking that this is how you feel inside. You feel like you want to cut this person out of your life completely. You just want to get rid of this person. If this is a conflict, this is how you feel. You want to just take the knife, metaphorically, not for real. Okay, you don't want to kill anyone. I would say. Sorry. But you want to end this conflict, like finally, like once and for all. You want to assert yourself, assert your rights. I'm going to read this in a different sort of way. Or you might be feeling that this is the other person, again I'm thinking mother-in-law, who wants to do this to you. But I think it's more It's more you. You're kind of sick of it. You're sick of it, Pisces. Because Pisces, for instance, Pisces is kind of an easygoing sign, kind of like Libra sometimes, like that. Let's have no conflict. Let's just ignore conflict. Huh? However, if Pisces has a lot of signs in Aries, because it could happen, you should not mess with that Pisces, because they have a Pisces with a lot of, like a stellium in Aries. You might have like a sun in Pisces, but then you have like Mercury and Venus in Aries. You should not mess with this person. This person has the ability to defend himself or herself. So you might have the sun in Pisces, but like a truckload of planets in Aries, even in Taurus. It still kind of works like that, or even in Aquarius. So like Taurus, they are ruled by Venus. Again, it's the same type of energy. Like, let's not get into a conflict. But if you keep on annoying the Taurus and annoying and annoying and annoying and annoying, it will come a time they will just blow up. Okay. So when I say Pisces is easygoing, it depends. It depends. I don't know the rest of your chart. So I'm thinking whomever is seeing this might have an energy of Aries, might have an energy of Aries. Aries in air, also Aquarius in Aries, I would say. Because it's like you're sick of it. You're sick of this type of behavior. In the position of how others perceive you, or the environment in which you are in, you have the Four of Cups. So others might be perceiving you as someone who will allow others to walk all over you. This is not true. During so maybe this is how, because you didn't want conflict. So this is how others, and I'm thinking again, mother-in-law, but it could be anyone else, see you as someone like who doesn't change the situation, who allows the situation to be the same, who allows others to walk all over you. This is how others might be perceiving you. Okay? And this situation, whatever it is, it's really making you sad. Okay? Now, if this is not you, this is the other person. I'm not thinking that this is the other person. I don't know why, because I don't think the other person is like this. The other person isn't. The other person might be, I said, the fire sign, but he or she might have an ability to emotionally pull the strings of other people, to emotionally manipulate you and others also, because this little mermaid, she's crying, It might be the other person might seem unassuming and easygoing, and the other person might be someone who might appear not to want conflict in any way, but like that's not reality of the situation. So maybe also this might mean that the situation isn't entirely resolved during the month of October 2016, because there's a little bit of stagnation and not moving forward. There's a little bit, and this makes you sad. If this is you, this makes you sad because you kind of feel trapped in this situation. But inside of you, there's something brewing. There's something brewing, and it will. I think it will eventually. You'll resolve this. Okay, this is like the beginning of the end in October 2016 to resolve the situation that really pisses you off. I'm sorry to use this word. In the position of fears, hopes, and advice, you have the Seven of Cups. It's like you're a little bit lost. You are afraid because there's so many options. You don't know how to resolve the situation. There's like, I can do this, I can take this path, I can take that path, which kind of explains the Hanged Man, because there's like a stagnation. There's a stagnation period. Why is there the stagnation? Because there's so many options available to you, and you don't know which one is the correct one in order to resolve the situation. Now, I could take this path, or that path, or that path, or that path. Now, which is the best path for me to finally resolve this conflict? to finally get rid of the snake in the grass. And this is interesting. You see the near future, the Queen of Wands, and she's like, her dress is a dessert, and there's like desserts all around her, sweets all around her, and this is the Queen of Wands, which is a fiery energy. The outcome, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and she's holding an ice cream. Okay, so how can I read this? I can read this. It's like, let's say that your mother-in-law, I'm saying mother-in-law, it could be anyone, is saying you're a very bad cook. You don't know how to cook. And how do you start to resolve the situation? Okay, I'm a bad cook. Okay. You take cooking lessons. Yeah, let's see. So that's the way to resolve it. Like, you take cooking lessons. Like, you don't have to show up. I know how to cook. Don't show up. I know how to cook. I know how to take care of my family. You might be Queen of Pentacles, finds a practical way to resolve this. So this might represent a person, but I'm thinking it represents more your energy, because Pentacles is connected with Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. I'm thinking you might have something in Taurus. You might have Pisces, but like, let's say the moon in Taurus, or the rising sign in Taurus, or Stellium in Taurus, something like that, and you decide to take practical steps to get rid of this person, to get rid of this snake in the grass, to resolve this situation once and for all, once and for all. That's so you decide to take on this challenge in a practical way, even if it takes a while. It's like, this will be solved. I think this represents more you. It could be someone who helps you, solve the situation, or it could be the same queen. It could be the Queen of Wands, which is a fire sign, and she might have something. I say she, could be a he, might have something in Earth. Let's say she's a Leo with Virgo positions, for instance, and she's like waiting, like you're taking steps. You are finally resolving this situation, this conflict, in your in a way that which benefits you, in a way that gets rid of her. And she's like waiting, like kind of afraid of what you did, because she seemed to think that you were easygoing and she could step all over you, but you're not like that, and she's kind of afraid now. But I'm thinking that whatever it is, you're going to take practical steps to solve it once and for all. Okay? And that's it, Pisces. This is the reading that I have for you for October 2016. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please send an email to duniazad@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye-bye.